on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Are we in Nova Scotia or are we in the Caribbean?
No, I think we actually just transported ourselves to the Caribbean. Somehow we found a portal. Look at this
Wow,
place.
where are we?
Wow, if it wasn't for the trees, you would totally think this is the Caribbean. Look at the sand, look at the water.
Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If you happen to be new around here, my name is Trevor and this is Anna. We are the Delightful Travelers. Make sure to click the subscribe button and that little bell to follow along on our adventures.
We're going to be spending the next few days exploring the eastern shore of Nova Scotia. And believe it or not, despite being stuck here for the past year or so, we've never been to this area of Nova Scotia before. We're so excited to explore it. So I know we always say if you're new around here, but also welcome back to all the regulars. We so appreciate you, and we hope some of the new people will also become regulars. By the way, we are starting things off in the community of Sheet Harbor. We have some really fun things planned. I'm looking forward to the next couple of days.
Speaking of fun things, look at this behind you. There's like
What
a
is that?
shed, but it has art on it. What is this thing? You're just going right in, huh? Look at all the artwork here on the side of the building. How cool is this?
This is really cool. There's like these different, like, I guess, sort of plates that maybe different people have painted. I wonder if there's an explanation anywhere of what exactly this is.
I'm sure someone will tell us.
Yeah.
This is pretty neat. It's just right on the side of the main road here that you come into town. There's this shed, and as you can see on the inside, there's just as much art on the outside.
Seems a lot of people have liked to leave their names, you know, Courtney and Connor love each other from March 31st, 2019. I wonder if they're still together.
Or I wonder if they watch the vlog.
Maybe. Hi, Courtney and Connor, if you are watching. So we're staying at the nearby Marmalade Motel. It's super cute, and we're gonna go back there later and show it to you. But in the meantime, they've basically packed us this awesome lunch. It's a service they provide to anybody staying there. You could take it to the beach, which was our plan, but the sun's not quite out yet. Hopefully it comes out soon. We stopped in this park, and this is where we're gonna have our lunch. But look at it!
Wow, look at this. This is like a charcuterie.
It's a whole charcuterie board. I think there's hummus there and some pita. There's cheese.
Wow.
There's meats.
It's beautiful looking.
It's gorgeous. It's amazing.
Yeah, then we got some sandwiches.
Yes. And we got some pasta salad. And
Pasta salads.
Yeah.
And then, we're not sure what's in here, but I think maybe dessert.
This looks like dessert. Wow.
I'm already well into my sandwich here. As you can see, this one's roast beef. It's got some cheese, fresh tomato, multigrain bread. Very solid sandwich, but come down here and check this charcuterie board out again. It is blueberry season. And just because they're in here, I'm gonna have it with my sandwich. Look at these little guys. We have some great blueberries here in Nova Scotia. Oh man, you can't beat like fresh blueberries, especially with like a delicious sandwich. What a combo. First time ever putting them together, but blueberries, those blueberries. Such a weird day for weather, you guys. It's like, it was pretty gray when we got here and kind of cool. That's why we had hoodies on. Now it's kind of warmer.
Yeah, and the sun is maybe coming out, fingers crossed, but every time it peeks through, it's like super hot. It's
I know,
weird.
we don't know what to do or where. I mean, that's typical Nova Scotia weather, isn't it? So right through the middle of Sheet Harbor there is this river, and you can see it is just moving very quickly, and it's like a series of little like waterfalls slash rapids. It's really neat. We just kind of stepped away from where we just were and found this little path in the woods, and here we are just kind of admiring the view.
I love how pretty it is here, and the cascading waterfall is probably my favorite part. And honestly, a lot of waterfalls in Nova Scotia are difficult to get to. A lot of them are like downhill and that kind of thing. This is really easy. You don't need to have much mobility to be able to get here, and it literally takes about 10 seconds.
So we saw this path and it was kind of ungroomed, and we said, why not? We'll just walk and see where it leads to. And here we are, we found a pedestrian bridge. And if you take a look this way, you can see some of the rushing water, the rapids, beautiful view, but check this way out. This is the money shot. Look how cool that is.
So that was a relatively easy walk. You definitely don't need to be an expert hiker to do it. You might be able to see that the sun is kind of coming out, and I do see some blue sky up there. There's this beach nearby that we've been dying to go to for I think years now. It looks incredible. So let's head over there and hope for some nice clear sky.
Are we in Nova Scotia or are we in the Caribbean?
No, I think we actually just transported ourselves to the Caribbean. Somehow we found a portal. Look at this
Wow,
place.
where are we?
Wow,
How-
if it wasn't for the trees, you would totally think this is the Caribbean. Look at the sand, look at the water.
This beach is incredible. To be honest, we took a gamble coming down because it's been quite cloudy and foggy all day, but it's starting to clear, like almost clear.
Yeah, and the forecast said by late afternoon it's supposed to start clearing, but that's not always correct. So we were a little nervous about it. The fog's kind of like circling around, but right above us,
Yeah.
it's blue.
I think
So
we have a
hopefully
chance.
in like 5 minutes we might get some full sun, and I think the water's gonna look pretty epic.
It's
if that
supposed to
happens.
be turquoise, I think, very much like the Caribbean, so I hope that sun comes all the way out. So we always do a water test, as you guys know. Anna's gonna try this out.
Yes, but first, before I do, just a little bit about like Nova Scotia beaches. We did Cape Breton last year, the west coast. They were pretty warm and very beautiful. Probably our favorite beaches so far. We've heard Carter's Beach on the South Shore is like epic. It's supposed to look super clear water, but freezing cold. And I've heard mixed things about the temperature here, but typically most people say it's pretty cold. So let's see.
I'm gonna guess this is cold. I mean, this is the eastern side of Nova Scotia.
I mean, it's cold, but for August, it's not terrible. You'll have to go like a little bit numb to go in all the way, but it's not like ice cold.
So as you can probably tell by that drone footage, it is partly sunny and partly foggy. I think it made for some moody drone shots. I was hoping to get that Caribbean turquoise color. That does come out here, I promise, when it's full on sun, but the shots I just got looked pretty cool from what I was seeing on my screen anyway. Well, that fog just rolled in, huh?
So weird. It was like cloudy all day, and then the sun started to come out and there was blue sky and we could see the fog around, but all of a sudden it like just engulfed us.
Yeah, look, you can see it behind Anna. Now there's people way down there. You can't see them, but I think there's trails around here too.
Yeah, there are, I think, a lot of hiking trails. People rave about the trails here. I think they're pretty difficult though and take quite a while to do, but if you're into hiking, this is a place to be.
We are still going to try to enjoy the day here at the beach though, because guess what? It's actually still warm. Usually the fog is cold, but not so.
Typically when that fog starts rolling in, the temperature drops like 5 or 10 degrees, but it's really warm right now, so I'll take it.
I know.
Do with this. I've got a drink here in my Nova
look at
Scotia
that.
Yeti cup. Very on theme today.
We're all Nova Scotia today. We have the cup. I think we have a blanket around here.
Yeah, we have towels, I think.
We're on one of the best beaches, and we have Nova Scotia weather happening where it can be sunny or, well, like this, foggy.
So while we're discussing beaches and favorite beaches, one of our favorite things to do is ask you guys, where is your favorite beach in Nova Scotia? Because you always come up with the best suggestions. We found some pretty amazing beaches that way. I think for us, like last year we found Chimney Corner. It's so beautiful. It's in Cape Breton on the west coast.
I think that, well, this is up there too. The one thing about this beach is the sand is really fine and it's very white, much like the Caribbean. But I think I still, for me, I don't know about us, I won't speak for both of us, I think Chimney Corner might be my favorite beach to date. I just like the cliffs on the end of each of the corners.
Yeah, I like
And
the cliffs better there, too.
That's in Cape Breton, but what about you?
That's definitely up there for me. I think if it were an actually like full-on sunny day, this beach would be...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's incredible on a foggy day, so I can't even imagine how amazing this would be on a sunny day. So we have to come back. We have to put this on our bucket list to come back to on a nice, super nice day.
This is easily, I'd say, a top 3 though. Like, I love this beach. That's the thing about Nova Scotia. We have all these different
and I feel
style
like people
of beaches.
don't really talk about this beach either.
No.
Like, it doesn't get a whole lot of recognition, which is maybe a good thing because it's not too many people here.
So if we've given away a big secret, I'm sorry.
We are back at our motel. Yes, this is a motel room. As we film this, the owners here are pretty new. They just bought this maybe a year ago and fully renovated it. Such a nice job with the rooms. I think there's 9 of them and we are in room number 9. It's also called Blue Octopus for a good reason.
So at the Marmalade Motel here, they have thought of everything. Look at all the details from the seating area to the beautiful bed, of course, with that octopus above it. There's a TV, a mini fridge, and there's a beautiful bathroom that's nice and bright and spacious.
So each of the rooms has its own patio with a gorgeous view. It's a little foggy. The fog has totally come back. But it's also a really big backyard. There's a fire pit out there, seating areas, and you might see one more thing. That is a pizza oven.
Wow, what do we have here?
A little biter.
This is Maya. This is the puppy of the owners. Hi, Maya. Look at you. You are cute. Oh my lord.
You're a little fuzzball.
Wow. You want to go for a walk, huh? So what you're looking at right now is a pizza oven that is outside. That's right. We're going to make our own pizza. Anna's back there getting the ingredients ready. I'm going to try to, I think, tackle the dough myself. It's been a while since I've done that, but we're gonna try it and then throw it in the oven, and then hopefully it turns out okay. So I'm putting all this cornmeal right now on the pizza pan so it doesn't stick. I have a lot. Hopefully this is not gonna stick, but if you're wondering what this whole experience is here, this is an add-on. This is a package basically. So if you wanna have pizza night at the motel, you can, and hopefully by the end of it, we can highly recommend it to you, unless we kind of mess up our pizza. You guys are probably better pizza makers than I am, but we'll see how it goes. All right, we got the dough ready to go here. This one looks a little better than this guy, but hey, this one's unique. It's gonna have some character. Now we're gonna put on some of the sauce. All right, the pizza is in the oven. Check this out. I was told this is about 600 degrees, maybe 800 degrees. You can see that pizza going.
Our pizza is ready and the anticipation is very high because we watched it cook in that pizza oven. This one is, we did 2 different ones. This one's the meat one. It was the one that looked a little bit wonky at the beginning, but it actually looks kind of neat after it cooked. We nailed it. I think we should just quit our jobs and start making pizza from now on. So we didn't actually make the dough ourselves. We just rolled it out. But wow, this is really good. The dough is especially delicious. A little bit thick, but not too thick. And anytime we make pizza from now on at home, I'm gonna put cornmeal on the bottom because that's a winner.
This is why we like the wood-fired pizza oven. Look at the bottom of that crust, all those charred marks, the cornmeal's just falling right off. Anna sold me on. Let's go. Oh yeah. We won the pizza game tonight. I'm not sure who we're competing against, but it doesn't matter because we won. This is delicious. I like that we made a vegetarian version, not this one, and the meat version. So we have little bits of bacon on here. I think there's some pepperoni, maybe salami, onions, green peppers, and just honestly, the crust on its own is the showstopper. The sauce is really good too. We didn't ask them what the sauce was, but I think if you're coming to this motel, you're gonna have to try pizza night. Trust us, it is worth it. Well, that was delicious.
So good.
We are pizza masters now. Not quite.
Experts, yes.
There is a few more things we want to say about this place. So we have been told they're adding on a few things. Eventually there will be a patio kind of coming from the main entrance, the office so to speak. And I think they're going to be like serving alcohol.
Yeah, and there'll be like a big fire pit and a bunch of different like sort of stations outside.
Yeah,
so it
and
sounds like in a year or two it's going to be super, it's already great out here, but super hot. Yeah.
And you'll see now though, there is a fire pit already. There's also like axe throwing, but I don't want to say it's Velcro, but it's not like real axes, so super fun
like
for
safe,
kids.
Safe,
yeah,
safe axe throwing.
Safe axe throwing. And there's also like washer toss. There's so many things you can do here if you're just coming to the area, and it's cool because you can park up here in the evenings, just chill. Also, can you see behind me? So back there's like a little building. I have to look at the viewfinder here to see. So there's a wharf back there, and that's theirs as well. So you can just kind of walk out there and hang out.
Bring a glass of wine and a book and just like enjoy the view.
That's what we should do in the morning, but with coffee.
Yes.
Maybe not wine?
Yeah,
we could maybe wine in the morning.
Probably coffee.
Wine. All right, so it's now the next day, and we are about to go out on this boat behind us. We're going out there in the ocean with Sober Island Boat Tours.
right out on the boat. We're actually on a fishing boat. They use this during the rest of the year to actually fish, and then during the summer they do these boat tours. We're getting right into things. Check out the beach over there.
That is wild. It's all rocks. And you can see some kayakers way off in the distance there. They're waving. We're just coming up to this beautiful lighthouse. It's called Sheet Rock Light, and you can see all of these cormorants, but if you take a look very closely, they're all starting to scatter because there are eagles around. There's quite a few eagles. You can see them even flying, trying to hunt them. It's very interesting to see. I've never seen anything like this, especially with an epic lighthouse in the background. I honestly can't believe how much wildlife we're seeing here. All these rocks are just filled with birds, and we're starting to even see seals hanging out, waiting for the sun to come out and bathe.
We've also totally lucked out with the weather. It was honestly super foggy this morning. We didn't think we'd be able to see anything. And I think like 25 minutes before we got here, the fog just lifted. It's not quite sunny, but it's still a really nice day. For those of you watching from Nova Scotia, you've probably heard of 100 Wild Islands before. I think it's somewhat of a newly protected area here on the Eastern Shore, and we've had it on our list to do for a while, and we thought, well, we don't really have time to do it this time around. It actually turns out that's where we are right now, so we got to do something we weren't expecting to do. It's very exciting.
Look how calm the water is here, huh? It's like complete
like
reflection.
Glass. It is. It's like perfect photo weather because the reflection's just perfect.
Wow. Absolutely wild. It's like a complete mirror. Well, we got lucky. There's a whale out there, and we were told, I don't think this ever happens on the tour. Very rare. Very rare.
Well, that was super cool and totally unexpected. I did not think we were going to see a whale today. There might have even been two. They did not stick around very long, though. I wish they would have come up a little bit closer, but we lost them. I think I maybe got a little bit of a clip on my phone.
It was a fast clip if we even got him, but I swear there was a whale.
There was. So that was absolutely so much fun. It took about an hour to an hour and a half, so perfect time. And the cherry on top was, of course, seeing a whale. We can't guarantee that's going to happen when you do one.
Well, we got lucky today. And speaking of luck, it just so happens we're now in a craft brewery called Sober Island Brewing. Same name as well, Sober Island Boat Tours. I mean, you get the theme that we're going for, but we like our craft beer, and we're gonna hopefully we can try some soon.
So we've just come out back to their beer garden, which happens to be directly on the water, so you're gonna have a really great view while you're here. It's also green and lush, and everything's nice and spread apart. It's a great spot to hang out for, I don't know, an afternoon or an hour or whatever. Also, we hear a rumor that they have music here on the weekends. And we got ourselves a flight of beer. I think they have a really good selection here.
What do we got?
We have, let's see, I think this is a blonde, bitter, an oyster stout. This one is a blueberry. We've heard rave reviews about this from the locals. And this is an IPA.
I'm gonna go right for this oyster stout. Now, we haven't got the lowdown yet on the beer and how it's made, but I know a tiny bit about stout, so I just thought I'd try, so let's go.
Is it made with oysters?
Yeah, that's the question of the day, and I won't know that. Is an oyster stout made with oysters? You guys let me know. I'm sure we'll find out after we're done filming this clip, but this is a solid stout. Now, normally I don't go for a stout in hot weather. I would drink it more like in the fall, in the winter. Just really smooth. There's coffee flavors, caramelly. It's good. It goes down easy for a stout, I have to say. Yeah, I could probably drink that in 2 drinks, to be honest. This whole area of Sheet Harbor really has everything. I still can't get over what we've done already in this video, from beaches to amazing motels to going on that tour, and now we get to have some craft beer, which happens to be one of our favorite things in Nova Scotia. Our craft beer scene is amazing.
All right, I am going to try the Marigold Blonde. I think it's one of their like signatures that everybody raves about. So
I feel like everybody told us to try this one.
They did. People told us to try this one, and there's also a blueberry blonde. That sounds delicious, but ooh, this is good. This is like the perfect summer, actually perfect day today. As you may have noticed, the sun is starting to come out more and more. It's like a blue sky, it's sunny. This is perfect day for like a nice, easy drinking blonde beer. This is great. But Trevor was just talking about Sheet Harbor, and I feel like in the next few years, this is going to be one of the like premier spots to come in Nova Scotia. It's already, you know, you got the beer place, you have the boat tours, there's a really great restaurant next door, you obviously have the motel that we showed you earlier, and I feel like just more and more stuff is going to start popping up in the next few years. I also love that everybody here seems really community minded, very shop local, that kind of thing. It makes for a really great small community.
So as soon as we finished our flight of beer, we had the opportunity to go in and get a tour of how the beer is made from the beer master himself. And what an operation. There are so many tanks. I still can't get over how much goes into making beer. We were joking around saying it's almost like a science. Well, it is a science. It's an absolute science. But in general, the setup's very impressive, right?
Yeah, and I think doing a tour like that, you really appreciate the beer itself, like
Yes.
the amount of work that goes into it. It's the same thing when you go visit like a winery or that kind of thing. Anything where you see the amount of work that goes into creating this product is like, makes it so much more interesting, and it just even tastes better afterwards.
Oh yeah, it just right now I just appreciate the flight of beer even more when you hear all about that. But
Absolutely.
what an amazing day here, hanging around Sheet Harbor. Like, we got to do so much, and again, we got to see so many things we haven't seen before.
Yeah, and this area has been on our list forever. We've been trying to get down here. It just hasn't worked out, and we're so glad we finally got to come hang out here for a couple of days, because it's an absolutely beautiful area. It's probably more overlooked than it should be.
Yep.
Compared to a lot of places in Nova Scotia, and I feel like you should definitely add it to your list if you're coming here.
So
Or if you live here.
So a big thank you to Tourism Nova Scotia for setting this all up. Without them, we probably would not be here right now. So thanks to you guys. We hope all you watching get a chance to come to Nova Scotia and check out this area as well. And if you happen to be new around here, Trevor, Anna, Delightful Travelers, make sure to hit subscribe, click on the bell, leave us a comment, let us know what you thought. If you're not new, it's nice to see all of you again. Thank you all for coming back each week. I know we recognize so many of you in the comments, and we read every one, if you ever wonder. So leave us a comment. We just appreciate our amazing community here.
Yeah, and by the way, if you're watching this video and thinking I'd love to see more of this area, in the next video we will be exploring more of the Eastern Shore.
We got some more to show you. Another really unique spot and some other things up our sleeve, so get ready.
Yes, all right guys, that's it.
From Sheet Harbor, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.